Live now. Hey, everybody. We're live here. You see, I'm a little better prepared for this time around than we were the last time. We took a little bit of a break to get the tear gas out of our systems and kind of, relax a little bit to see what carries on the night ahead. Let me put my jacket on. I'm going to put my microphone down here really quick. Okay. All right. Got to bundle up. It is in a six. It's probably, I didn't even want to check the temperature to see how cold it is, but it is cold. And hopefully, what did I lose? That just came off. Okay, it's hard to do it out here by yourself, huh? Okay, so if you're just joining us, I'm back out here live. It's Nick Valencia. We are now on site at the federal building here, the Whipple building, and there's not much of a crowd. So far, they have just sort of like cordoned people off into an area. I'll start recording here. You guys can see me a little bit better. Just on the other side here, let me see if I could flip the camera around. Can I do that? Or do I have to do this with StreamYard? I guess I got to do that with StreamYard. Okay, so behind me here, you can see they've sort of created a pen for people to show up and express their First Amendment right. And we're going to go check that out now. We wanted to be better prepared. I do have my gas mask now, guys. Okay, and some ear warmers, and then we're going to get going in there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oop. Okay, let's go try to talk to some people, see what's going on, check out the vibe. Hey, what's up, everybody? You can see me a little better now, I think. It's Nick Valencia, independent journalist. We were on the scene earlier outside of 26 and Nicolette, where VA nurse Alex Preddy was shot and killed by federal immigration officers, during a pretty just awful scene that has been amplified all across social media. Many of you, I'm sure, who are watching this right now, if you're watching this on social media, you've likely seen what's out there and seen what happened. Unfortunately, what I'm told from people who are, haven't really turned on the TV all today, I don't know if they're covering it with as much intensity as it deserves or as we are here on the ground. But that's part of the great benefit of independent media. So let's walk on over here. We're here at the Federal Whipple building. This has been the site of sort of ground zero of altercations between demonstrators, activists, and the feds. This is where people are brought after they're taken by the feds and they're processed. And so much like the Metropolitan Detention Center is in Los Angeles and 26 Federal Plaza is in New York, this is a similar sort of staging area for people to show up and talk their shit. So Bishop Henry Whipple Federal Building here. And right now, it's a very light crowd. I'm like shocked. I don't know. Oh, yes, network camera. Oh yeah, here's Whitney. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you guys. Okay, so this is it. This is the crowd, not much. We're just all corralled in here behind a pen, and there's not much of a presence of law enforcement either on the other side. It's like one car with their it happens when they think something bad comes out. They use their voices, make it heard. Is this how it's been kind of all night?
Yeah, everyone's been all over the yeah, and then Safe Haven will help get them.
I expected a lot more of a crowd out here.
They're downtown.
They're downtown right
Yeah.
now. Is there like any sort of? I'm an independent journalist.
Yeah.
Was there any sort of action planned here at all, or
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
But we've been.
supposed to be tomorrow? Supposed to be tomorrow. What's the event tonight? Like where are people gathering? Yeah, of course, everyone's upset.
I think
The,
it's
the
the
trauma
response.
rippled across the
I think it's a response to what
downtown. I was on 26 in Nicolette earlier, like
Here.
15 minutes after the shooting, and I
That's where the
spent a couple of
actual-
hours
That's where
down
the
there.
actual action is.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is more of just a response to what happened this morning.
Have you guys seen the National Guard here stage at all? We had, they are.
There.
They're back in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Which you guys, one of you guys want to walk me over and show me kind of, I mean, the lay of the land with that? Oh, those trucks, they're right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just go around. Follow the, can you make it this way too as well? Or they block you off?
There. Yeah.
Okay.
They shouldn't give you anything.
Yeah, great.
Just tell them you're press.
Great, great. How's it been for you guys? I mean, I'd love to interview you. Here, hold on one second. I'm live here. It's hard to do this.
You're good, dude.
Not get like frostbite and stuff, you know?
Do your thing, man. That's cool.
Yeah, even Safe Haven has like blankets, coats.
Wonderful.
Coming out of.
Okay. So what's your name? Tell me your name.
Cruz Hernandez.
Cruz. And then what brought you out here? What makes you stand out here and demonstrate and use your voice?
I mean, to support the people medically. That's quite literally the
You're
only
a
reason
medic.
I'm up here. Yeah.
Doesn't that say something that you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be out here in case something goes wrong?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not really the political type though. I mean, I'm super young. I would love to learn more about it, but I just, I don't want to publicly speak about it.
Sure.
So I just don't know enough,
But your role here, you feel is
I'm
like
just here to support the people.
Awesome.
That's what I'm
Awesome.
for.
And then, I showed up here, again, expecting a little bit more of a crowd, but what I'd seen earlier was the presence of National Guard, and you guys can speak to that as well. You saw them. Were you here when they pulled up at all?
No, I only got here about like half hour,
Okay,
44
got
minutes
it.
ago.
Got it.
So,
Well, I'm going to walk our audience over there and
Yeah,
kind of check
okay.
it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
have a good one.
Thank you so much. Bless you guys. Hey, how are you? Okay, so this is the site of the Federal Whipple building. And earlier, we were told that the National Guard had been sent here. And so we wanted to go check out those vehicles. Hey, I'm an independent journalist. I wanted to just sort of film the National Guard vehicles back there. And
So no, nobody's allowed to go that way.
no one's allowed back there. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just film from here then. Okay. Thank you. So no one's allowed back there, but you can see in the distance. You can see in the distance there's at least 3 National Guard vehicles there. At least 2 of them appear to be occupied. I don't know about the middle one. They're not outside the vehicle, but at this point, they're just sort of, it appears, on standby and just waiting and watching. Again, kind of surprised at this light turnout. I guess, it appears that everyone is downtown at that scene where Alex Preddy was shot and killed by the feds, by federal immigration officers earlier today. There was clearly a lot of frustration out there, and perhaps it's probably best to go there and kind of put our eyes there and see what's happening tonight. We were told here just when we got here a short time ago by a demonstrator who was outside that they believe that there was a day of action that was going to be planned tomorrow. For now, though, I mean, it's just literally about, a little over maybe a dozen people, 2 dozen people here standing outside. One has a sign here. Hey, how are you, man?
Good.
What's your sign? Good, man. What's your sign say? Yummy, tastes like fascism.
There you go.
I mean, like I started this independent journalism track about 7 months ago.
Yeah.
And when I would hear people say it's fascism, right, I'd be like, it wasn't baiting. I just wanted to hear it in their own words.
Yeah.
Now it's like so clear, right? It's so clear as day with what's happening.
It's just like
On that.
it's so authoritarian. They're just like coming in and just stomping people down, man.
Why don't you think they're shooting people in the street?
Yeah, in broad fucking daylight.
That's what I don't
It's
understand.
fucking real. I don't know how we got here, but we need to get away from that.
Someone told me it's like if they could shoot a white man in the streets like that, imagine what they're doing to the people of color
Jesus
that they
Christ,
have,
no shit.
where there's no accountability.
And that's a sad
behind doors. That's a sad truth, man.
right?
It's. Do you think people are reluctant to embrace the word fascism? It's like, that's too strong of a word or something. Or like it's like
I think
echoes of a past time that they're not in.
Well, I think there's some fear about it.
Yeah.
I think. It's connotation. I think it's something they fucking deserve.
Come on out.
Yeah, you're not alone, man. I mean,
And-
how to see those leadership up there of the immigration agencies kind of spin the narrative and tell us
It's ridiculous.
not believe what we're seeing with our own eyes.
Yeah, you can't try to stop it. I mean, everybody's seen it. Everybody sees what's happening, and to be just told straight to our faces that it's not is it's a fucking insult.
Did you see the video slow down where it appeared as though the
I did.
officer took his weapons?
I
From
did. He clearly had him disarmed before.
What did you see? Yeah, why don't we start there? What did you?
Yeah, I saw. Well, so I saw that. I mean, it looked like this guy was out trying to direct traffic for starters, right? And then the agents came in. They shoved some lady out of the way, and he was trying to help her up. Whole fucking scuffle ensued. They tackled a whole team of dudes, tackled him to the ground, and started fucking beating him, and then disarmed him, and then fucking blasted him.
He stood up for a woman as well. You
Yeah.
know, it's something so chivalrous.
Yes.
He was shoved to the ground. He was
Right.
years trying to block her from being
Yeah.
sprayed anymore by like bear spray or whatever they were spraying on them.
Yep.
And then Midas Touch was what the video that I saw that really
Okay.
kind of laid it out for me. They slowed it down in increments and it showed what appeared again. You know, it has to be adjudicated and all that shit. I'm a journalist, but like I saw what I saw, right? The man it appears took the gun from Freddie off the waistband and fired the fatal shots.
Right. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man. Oh, well, thank you so much for being out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything I can ask you that you want to speak on?
No, I think this speaks for itself.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, thanks for being out here.
Is that Pickle Rick right next to it?
It looks like it.
Is that Pickle Rick? That's Pickle Rick. That's
yeah.
fucking Pickle Rick, man. What's Pickle Rick doing out here?
I'm out protesting. I'm out for my people. I'm a pissed off pickle.
Hell yeah. What pisses you off?
They just keep killing us. We are peaceful protesters. They are showing us nothing but violence. We are demanding action. We are demanding answers about why you are kidnapping and killing people in our community.
And they try to turn it around and say you're here sent by somebody, that you're not just actually a pissed off American citizen.
I do not get a single cent for coming out here to protest. In fact, I am picking up stuff to donate for people out here protesting. We're not out here getting paid. We are out here because we are scared and angry for our community.
And you're coming out here after working 40, 60 hours a week, coming out after full-time jobs. Some people being out here. I mean, what I've seen, sure, there's elements of people that come out here and do this, but like for the most part, Minnesota has just stood up because they're sick and tired.
Yeah, and the way our community has come out, people bringing out food, water, hand heaters, anything to keep us going.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had the protest down where the shooting happened. As I was leaving,
Which one? You know?
yes, well, the one this morning. And as I was leaving, people were coming out of their house saying, "Come on in,
Yeah.
get warm, have something to drink."
Yeah. And then they were saying ICE needs a judicial warrant if they want to get in here and get more mercy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just, I'm going to let you go get back doing your thing, but I want to know, you're a local resident. How do you feel just being part of this state is the largest immigration operation in the history of America? It's crazy.
I get it. Trump is pissed. But now he's starting to see that Minnesota is not backing down. Our governor has piss and vinegar, and so do we. And yeah, we will not stop. As long as our community is in danger, we will be out here representing and protecting in any way we can.
You're worried at all about the National Guard? There's got 3 National Guard vehicles over there, man. You know, it would seem as though they wouldn't be, I don't know why they're here.
I have mixed reviews about the National Guard. I am hoping they will help keep the peace, but right now, yeah, I do not trust any government agency.
Yeah.
But I do understand why they are out here, that Walls had to send them out to make sure that Trump wouldn't send more troops in. He is trying to gain some sort of control.
I mean, at times out there, it's like this is on the brink of civil war, and it's not being dramatic or poetic. It feels like just people are that pissed off.
No, actually, I am sorry. I think we are at the civil war.
We're there?
If it is just a small part of the United States, I do feel Minnesota is at civil war right now. It is the people versus our government, and our government has deployed their weapons.
Yeah.
We are standing here peacefully.
That's all I heard. Like I said,
I am afraid it is gonna get worse, that it is gonna instigate and that it'll boil over.
Inflame and boil over.
Yes.
We hope it doesn't, but thank you for using your First Amendment right, man. Pickle Rick. All right. Take care. All right. So just a part of the crowd that we see out here who, lighter crowd. We're probably going to go check out 26th and Nicolette again, see what's going on in Uptown. Earlier when we were there was demonstrators who had effectively said, this is our area. These 2 blocks between 24th and 26th are ours. And so I'm sure that's what's going on there right now. We had assumed that things would be a little bit more active here, considering what happened. Another person shot and killed in the streets. It would appear, though, as at this point, all the action is down a little further out of here, but there's an element here still, giving it to the feds here, let them know that they're not happy about them being here. I'm Nick Valencia, independent journalist, guys. I'm going to go head back downtown, head uptown, and we'll check in with you guys later. Thank you guys so much.
Right,
What's
they were
that?
blocking entrances to get here.
Say again, they were blocking.
They were blocking people able to even get down here yesterday.
Yeah, they've done that multiple.
Yeah, they do that stuff.
One of the things that happened while I was live out there was that my live all of a sudden just shut down and the chaos really started, and I had a lot of viewers, hundreds of people were watching. And so I was like, did my phone battery die or did that just go down? It's like I heard about them detaining people and potentially the witnesses of the shooting coming here, unverified reports, but I had heard that, right? And that
I was down there during the protests and everything.
yeah,
I was filming. The exact same thing happened to me. My phone shut
there you
down.
go. There you go.
I whipped out my Apple.
So
It's a cop.
if you have multiple people who don't know each other, right? My phone shut down. We had another independent journalist say his phone shut down. You have this person right here who's saying he experienced the same thing. His phone shut down. I mean, that's 3 independent sources. I would go with that as verified reporting. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. All right, take care. Take care, y'all. All right, so that's the federal Whipple building. It's quiet, man. Shocking, you know. Shocking considering what happened, but I guess everybody just ended up staying right there by the scene. And you have this silent demonstrator here holding a candle, just sort of reflecting on the scene here and what happened in Minnesota the last several weeks. It's affected so many people. We were here at the elementary school of Liam Conejo Ramos, who was taken by agents, and um, the trauma is so clear in the eyes of those teachers and the staff there, and everyone who, everybody who lives here, it feels like has been impacted in one way or the other. Part of what I was hoping to show people was that, much like Los Angeles, it wasn't, in those initial weeks, it wasn't really happening everywhere. But just like it happened in LA, the ripple effects magnified throughout, LA got really quiet. It was really, really, bizarrely quiet at times this last summer, and has continued to be so as those raids have continued in Southern California. And here, without question, the trauma of what's happened here, even if you don't have a family member who's been taken or a loved one, you might have a friend, or you're now seeing the federal immigration officers kill people in the streets. you know it's not illegal to record ICE agents. It's not illegal to yell at them when they're in the street. They are federal agents, and they have some protections that state and local officers and agents don't. But it is certainly not illegal to go out in public property where they are and film them. And what we've seen and how they've acted in the last several months has been at times undisciplined, and even worse, fatal. It's cost people lives. And unfortunately, you now have this sort of two perspectives in this country: what really happened and what the government says happened. I'm saying this as more people are showing up here. Man with an American flag. Hey, how are you? Got a body camera on him too. Interesting. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's what we saw at the Federal Whipple building. We went around back as well. We tried to show some of the. Oh, here we go. I want to go show you guys this before we end this stream. Here are the National Guard vehicles over there. You see them in the distance. So this is the National Guard right here. They have been deployed, and they are here on standby. So let me see here. We can go over. I'll show you here. I'll go right by them and record. Hopefully they don't mess with me, but here they are. There you guys go. So you see 1, 2, 3 National Guard vehicles. I think those are LMAS. I don't know the exact language of them, but they're big. They got big wheels on them, man. They're big cars, and I would assume that they are. They're kind of dark in there, and I don't want to get too close to like spook them or get fucked with. But the engines are running, so you'd think those people are on. So you see that right behind me, National Guard vehicle there, another one right there, and then another one over there in the distance. On the opposite side of the parking lot, you also have another three National Guard, and you know, they're on and they're occupied. People are in there. They're looking back at us, and yeah, they're just here. We don't understand really what their scope of their mission is or what they're here to do. Um, but they're here, and we wanted to show you guys right there, National Guard. Looks like a couple people in the front there, and who knows how many in the back. And they're here, I'm sure, in case things go sideways here to protect the federal building and federal property, which would include those federal agents. All right, I'm gonna get back in my car, and because I'm on StreamYard, I can't really see, you know, how many people are watching. And Eric, my executive producer, is running this StreamYard so kindly for us from his home, and he's not here. So if you could hear me, maybe I'll try to stop this live and pick up another one as we get closer, because I don't think you guys want to hear me yap. And oh, I'm in the car. Here, okay. Oh, gracious. It's cold. I do have my gas mask though, guys. So don't worry. Okay. Let's see if I can get out of this. Close it down in the stream. Can I do that?